The Silurian Hypothesis. A couple of scientists asked the question, if millions of years ago or hundreds of millions of years ago, a sapient species evolved that was not human and was so sapient that they actually created civilizations, how would we know? Given the amount of time and the dynamic system of Earth's climate, the traces of that civilization would have been destroyed, or pretty much destroyed. Very few organisms end up as fossils. So, the question is, how would we know? Those scientists don't actually believe that there ever was a civilization in hundreds of millions of years ago. What they're trying to put out there is, how would we know? How do we not know? Because of the fact that, it would have been destroyed. The creatures would have been destroyed, who were sapient would have been destroyed, and their artifacts would have been destroyed. They suggested that maybe we'd be more likely to find their artifacts on Mars or the Moon, because the systems there, the climate change would not have wiped out artifacts or fossils. But of course, that assumes that a technologically advanced civilization and a non-human group that evolved millions of years ago was close enough to humans that they'd be interested in space travel. That's kind of a huge assumption right there. Because we're interested in it doesn't mean that anybody else would be interested in it. If there's extraterrestrials, they might not be interested in exploring space, which, is kind of worth another video in and of itself. But I just wanted to put out there that this Silurian hypothesis is interesting because it does lead to a lot of questions. There have been, sci-fi scenarios which have dealt with it, but those scientists remark that really that hasn't been dealt with that often in science fiction. But anyway, could a dinosaurs or insects or something have lived hundreds of millions of years ago and, advanced to our capabilities or past our capabilities and then been destroyed? It's an interesting idea.